The current anti-government protests in Thailand are building into the most serious threat yet to the rule of Prayut Chan-o-cha since he first took power in a coup in 2014, then retained it in the 2019 election. With key cabinet posts still occupied by former generals, some people have become wary of the continuing military influence over the running of the country. And that has triggered the pro-democracy protests which have been taking place across Thailand since mid of July. The difference between today's protests and previous protests, however, is that they are being led by students and the younger generation. Many parents in Thailand have different political perspectives from their children and won't let their children take part in the protest, and can turn the political conflict to a family one. So, talking about the politics is prohibited in many families in Thailand. Thai PBS World talked to some of the young generation in families facing this problem. Some of students said they have tried to explain their political views to their parents to help them understand, but it didn't work and they just ended up fighting. Some of them said their parents don't know that they participate in the flash mobs, and many of their parents said, "What can children know?" Associate Professor Dr. Suryadel Tripati, the director of the Moral Promotion Center of Thailand, said the current protests have the potential of becoming historical in many ways because the political conflict is transforming into the generational and family conflict.
What going on in Thailand right now? It is some kind of generation to generation. I think maybe this is one of the historical of the world. If you look at in the other nation, they maybe have conflict and violence to be some kind of sexual harassment, or might be some kind of inequity, some kind of the other main point. But in Thailand right now, it is very historical world that we are going to have conflict between generation, from old generation and new generation.
He classified parenting styles in 3 categories.
If you look at in the Thailand family, that is three style of parenting style. The first is authoritative parenting style. It's meaning that every member, it is a meaningful participation. We can also sitting together on the table, and we can also discuss, and we can open our mindset. The second is authoritarian parenting style. It means that one of the member in the family is very big influencer. And the third one is permissiveness. It means that if you go to some family, it is like a boundaryless, no rule, no any kind of negotiate together. Whatever you think, whatever you would like to do, you can do very freestyle, but you will not know any kind of responsibility and accountability.
I see.
Yes. Look at the Thai family. Thai family, mostly of them is in authoritarian parenting style.
Yeah.
Because they have one proverb through the whole nation from many years ago. If you ever heard about it.
He said the best way to overcome the family conflict is to use an authoritative parenting style.
Look at the society, beginning from the family. If we have conflict, if we use the authoritative parenting style, it's meaning that all members is very meaningful participation. We can also talking together very openly. You have your own idea, I have my own idea. I'm a dad, and she is mom. And if you have your own idea, we can call, we can talking together, and let win-win situation. This kind of parenting style is also be a very like a democracy, to all members of the family is equally. First of all, I would like the adult to open mindset, the first of thing, and maybe we have to use the dialogue to talking with the core people, core student, to negotiate some kind of very peaceful way and valuable and respectful, which areas not do not touch, because that is the core body of the nation. We have to living together, or everyone is valuable. Even your mom, even your dad, even your teacher, you become grower. Everyone is respectful.
Yeah.
And we have our own culture. That is really the biggest country. One is a beautiful culture, land of smile. We have to preserve those kind of things. We can also, if you have such as you would like to change the legislation, you would like to have new election with a very democratic way, it is some kind of negotiate talking about, but just preserve about the core body of the nation and use the microsystem inside the family, outside family, inside the school, talking together, let them literacy, be a smart people, not only form the fake news, but also know that which one is fake news, which one is the real one, and use the conscious, use the peaceful mind to let all the people coming together become a strong nation.